So you are a diligent bill payer. You pay your bills on time. You are a responsible spender. You maintain a great track record, and yet you get denied for your VA loans. You're baffled, but guess what? There's probably one thing that you're not thinking about as it relates to your credit. What is that one thing? Let's talk about it. So you might be overlooking one essential piece of the credit score puzzle. What is that one piece? Credit utilization. This does not get talked about enough, and it can be keeping you from getting approved for your VA loan. Think of credit utilization as the dark horse, so to speak, in the credit score race. It might not get all the attention, which honestly it doesn't, but it does carry a significant portion of the weight. Okay, so let's break down what is credit utilization. Credit utilization is the percentage of your available credit that you are using at any given time. So think of it kind of as like your financial footprint, and the smaller, the better. Now, what people may not know or understand is that credit utilization accounts for about 30% of your credit score. Let me say that again. 30% of your credit score is based on the utilization. Now, let's talk about the most important credit hack you're probably not doing, and that is keeping your credit utilization 30% or less. 30% or less. There are some people that will tell you 20 or 15. 30% seems to be like a universal number. The lower, the better, but 30% would be the minimum, all right? 30% would be the minimum. So, for example, you have a credit line that is $10,000, right? And I mean a revolving. We're not talking about installment debt, okay? We're talking about revolving debt. $10,000. You want to keep your balance under $3,000 in order to maximize your credit score. Why? Because when you start to go over that 30% mark, lenders start to look at you a little funny. They think maybe this person can't manage their money, so they have to live off their credit cards. That's what the perception is as that utilization starts to get over 30%. So what if your monthly spending tends to go over 30% on a regular basis? Well, there's a couple of hacks that you can do to get that number back under 30% or less. Number one is consider asking for a credit line increase. Yeah, an increase. So if you have a $10,000 credit line and you're tending to go over 30% of $10,000, you can go to the creditor and say, hey, could I get a credit line increase? So just say they bump it up now to $15,000. Well, guess what? Now that 30% of 15 is a little more than 10, right? So now you have a little bit of more of a buffer now. If you spend a little more than $3,000 in the example that I'm giving right now, now you can keep that 30% utilization or less by just simply asking for a credit line increase. That's one thing that you can do. So the second thing you could do is you can spread your purchases across multiple credit cards, okay? So instead of you having one big card that has a huge balance, you can have multiple credit cards, spread the balances across multiple cards, thus keeping your credit utilization under 30%. It's another hack, right? So that way, again, you don't have one card carrying the majority, the bulk of your spending, where maybe that one card's at 40, 50, 60%. Instead, take some other cards that you may have or open up some other cards and spread those purchases over multiple cards to where you can still keep each card under 30% or less of the available credit. So by keeping your credit utilization under 30%, you're not only adhering to basically one of the cardinal rules of credit, you're also really performing kind of like a game-changing credit hack that could send your credit score skyrocketing, okay? So again, be very cognizant and aware of the available credit that you have and how much of that credit you are actually using. This can be the difference between you getting declined for a loan or approved. So when it comes to credit, oftentimes it's the things that you don't see that can make all the difference in the world. And so you guys know this is just a piece of the puzzle. It's a big piece. Remember, credit utilization, 30%. You have another 70%. We're gonna do some additional videos talking about what that other 70% consists of. And in the meantime, what you want to do is go take a look at this next video here. Credit utilization is just a piece of the puzzle. So go take a look at this next video here. It's going to give you some additional information on things you can do to prepare yourself for the VA loan and max out your benefits. I'm James J. I'll see you over there.